This is the Nest Learning Thermostat. I installed this last Friday. This is Monday. And it's generated enough interest among my friends that I thought I'd make a short video to show how it works. So right now it's in its kind of sleep mode. The Nest is working. It is regulating the temperature of the house right now, but it's not displaying anything. It has a setting that allows it to come on as you approach it. I'm standing fairly still right now, but I'll move forward and move my hand in front of it and you see it lights right up. You can see the center says heat set to 67. That's the current setting for the thermostat. And then at the top you can see 69 with a little bar there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see that a little better. So obviously the thermostat setting is lower than the current temperature in the room, and we're fine with that. Now, the learning thermostat has a lot of settings, and you don't have to open it up or anything to do it. It's actually quite simple. That the outer ring here is a control, and you can see in its normal mode you can adjust where you want the thermostat to be. When we get to a point where it would start heating, it turns into this angry orange red HAL 9000 sorry Dave I can't do that mode, and it shows the temperature that you're trying to get to. Well, I'm going to put it right back down because we really don't need it to be any more than 69 degrees right now. It's a balmy day in December in California. Now the other way you control it, the other control is that this faceplate you can just press on for a click, and an initial click brings up this menu system. And around the outside we have done, away, settings, energy, schedule, and heat and cold. So if I turn this one to the right and I press, it lets me choose whether I want to heat or cool the house or turn the whole thing off, and I'll just leave it on heat because right now that's what we need. Press it again and I can move to schedule, and the Nest is learning thermostat, so it's currently recording when we have adjusted it. Now we haven't done anything really on Wednesday. It's kind of suggesting how it's going to work through the week. When we get to Friday and Saturday, we'll see a couple more interesting points. These are points where we actually adjusted it. Some of these are me and Debbie fighting over the setting for the thermostat. And so that's the schedule, and as we get more data points in the Nest, it'll start to build a better schedule. Energy shows us what our usage has been. So for example, Friday had fairly low usage, only 7 minutes, because that was when we installed it. Saturday I was home by myself pretty much most of the day, and we only used it for 32 minutes. But on Sunday, everyone was here, and we used it for an hour and a half. So it kind of shows you how long you're running the heater and the air conditioner in the summer. So getting to settings. Settings is probably the biggest menu. I can turn the fan from automatic to manual. Lock the system if I wanted to, for example, make it so that the kids couldn't get into it. And then whether it's on the learning schedule or not, what the brightness is, that the screen comes on when you approach, that the clicking as you move through menu items. I'll stay quiet for a second and maybe you can hear that, I don't know. Fahrenheit or centigrade display, a name for it, because this actually lives on your network. If you have multiple thermostats throughout your house, you can address each one of them differently by the name. Your Nest account, your zip code, the current date and time, and this is kind of a neat one. If you press this, it shows you a wiring diagram of how it's currently wired, which is pretty cool, and what devices are installed. Advanced takes you into a bunch of stuff that I'm not really going to get into right now. And then there's technical info, legal info, and you can reset it. When we first installed this and got the network connected, it downloaded a software update to the system, which was kind of neat. And I suspect there might be occasion for it to do that in the future. There's an away setting, which has low and high temperatures, where if we're not in the house, if it determines we're not in the house, these are or we've set it to away, these are the lowest and highest that will allow the house to get to be. And that's kind of it. As I said, it is addressable from the internet, and so there are applications both on the iPad and iPhone, one coming from the Android as I understand, and of course you can hit it from a web browser as well. So if you've left the house, you can get to any one of those settings remotely, and for example, if you left on vacation without forgetting to turn the thermostat off, you could do that remotely. Or, as I mentioned before, you can just kind of use it to fight over thermostat settings without even having to leave your easy chair. So that's the Nest Learning Thermostat, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video because it's currently sold out. But so far, it's been pretty good. That's it.